He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here and I saw the HBO original documentary Natalie Wood, What Remains Behind. Now, do you know who Natalie Wood is? Because you should. She's probably best known for her roles in West Side Story or Miracle on 34th Street or my personal favorite, Rebel Without a Cause. Now, in this documentary, her daughter, Natasha Wood, takes a personal look on her mother's life through photos and personal videos and interviews with her mother and audio. And I was a little skeptical when I heard that this movie was coming out because I thought, I know where Natasha Wood stands on all the controversial stuff and conspiracies, and I know she's against it all and she doesn't want to talk about it, and I completely understand. And I really thought this documentary was going to ignore all of that. I was wrong. They go into almost everything, and I was kind of shocked. This documentary has some really great interviews with some old co-stars, family members, and friends, and I really liked how the first half of this film, they focus on her personal life and who she was as a mother and a person, and then they go into her film career and they show her highlights. Like I said, they don't gloss over the controversy. There is even a segment in this documentary where Robert Wagner recalls that infamous night. But I will say I took everything with a grain of salt because Natasha was sitting there and it almost felt like she was leading him to say certain things or agreeing with him and being like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. Yep, keep going, talk about that. I took everything with a grain of salt. Now, maybe I'm really reading into it, but you can only imagine what she has been through in her entire life. And I felt like this documentary was almost to clear her stepfather's name. But you know what? Who knows what happened? I'm not going to judge. I just thought it was interesting. I have to admit, I was most shocked about the fact that they even brought up Lana Wood, who has had a lot of speculation around her over the years. This is Natalie Wood's sister, who has always accused Robert Wagner of killing her. So the fact that they even brought her up and gave her about 10 minutes, kudos to you for at least trying to give her a voice. Overall, this documentary was exceptionally special because of the daughter's involvement, and it just gave it that authenticity, and they were probably able to get a lot of these interviews because of Natasha's involvement and Courtney's involvement and the stepchildren and the family, and listening to them talk about their mother as a person who was their mother, and they just growing up with her and what she meant to them. It just felt really special, and it felt like a different type of documentary for Natalie Wood, which I've never seen. I've always been obsessed with Natalie Wood ever since I saw Rebel Without a Cause. She's just this extension of James Dean, who, I don't know if you know me, but I'm obsessed with James Dean. So her story is just so sad, and she made so many incredible movies, and this murder mystery that's never going to be solved. We just all need to get over it. Stop reopening the case. Nothing's going to happen. No new information is coming out. They're just trying to sell these stupid magazines, and every year it happens in November, there's some sort of new evidence about the case, which is all bullshit. So in closing, I will say that this documentary doesn't have any big bombshells or new news that you haven't already heard on a podcast or read in a book. It's just a very sweet, sincere, personal movie from her daughters, and it just feels very authentic, and I really highly recommend it if you are a Natalie Wood fan and want to get to know her a little bit more personally. So this documentary is now streaming on HBO. It's called Natalie Wood, What Remains Behind. And if I were to suggest a movie for you to watch of hers, I would recommend Splendor in the Grass. If you have never seen it, go check it out right now. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.